EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. At their own 13-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
They go play action. Daniels drops this off with Nwangu. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third down
Chap 60,
and 5.
chap 60. Chap, check. Panther Street. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle made there by Caden Stearns. You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Throwing his dart.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Giants! Theo Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go. 18, Rattler. 18, Cowboys. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36.
DeWangu going to get it on the counter.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. You talk about this Giant defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Bronco 80.
Here's Daniels. They'll set up the screen for DeWangu.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
60 back there. 60. Bronco 80.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
On first down, they'll run with the Wangu. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Nice.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols.
And the Commanders are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Bronco.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Check that. Street. Let's go.
Here's Rodriguez. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Trap 60. Hey, smash. Ready.
Now a run with Rodriguez. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Rodriguez. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cowan. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
To the air, Dart.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scalabru.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Cowan. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Throwing his Dart.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. but he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw is Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Giants first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Cowan. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Commanders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down.
Callan. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there. It sets him up now 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Commanders 1-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He finds his man Johnson, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Commander is 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Now, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Commander is 7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Game to kick off for Washington.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. To throw now, Dart.
Johnson's got it complete. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give right side. Cowan. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cowan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors
From 10 yards out.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Up the middle they go. Cowan.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. 177 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
First down, here's Scatterby.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Cardinal. Go!
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Ready? Rocco 80.
And down to a knee. That's one option. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Hey, check that. Street.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
60 Good
for a Commanders' 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 5.
Rocco 80.
At the Giants' 48-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Down. Cowan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Dart going to give the Scatteroo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go.
A give, it's Scatteroo. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go right back to the Wangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Three. Ready.
Up the middle, the Wangu. And he stopped immediately there.
Giants offense on third down today. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 more yards. That's
79.
another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Staying on his feet. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Delgado. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gain is up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cowan. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken.